So, I got all these different juices. I've been drinking a lot of apple juice up in this motherfucker. Apple juice. Like a Jaeger bomb. And now we do the cranberry juice. Dude, this blows. Cranberry juice is so gross when it's fucking warm. Oh. So, on some sneaky shit. Not supposed to have that. So, here I am at the UMC. Oh man, this blows. Let's see what someone brought me some books. A friend of mine brought me a couple books. And this couple of friends bought me books. This guitar that I made out of a cigar box, and the stool to a chair, or the legs to a stool, rather. Painted with nail polish. So they brought that for me to fuck around with. And on the super low low, hi, I am at the hospital. I'm not supposed to have this, but I am at the hospital. Hello, Sarah, Hannah, and Guy Alonso. Guy Alonso? Yes, I'm at the hospital. I was bit by a scorpion or something here on my hand, and I got a really, really bad infection from it, and they had to operate. Until recently, I was on two different kinds of antibiotics, so I had an IV here and an IV here. And thank you very much, Sarah. I appreciate that. I had that, and then I had like a heart rate monitor on, and I also had tubes going into my nose. And they've been giving me Dilaudid and morphine and oxycodone for the pain. It was really brutal, man. It was really messed up bite. I'm really not even sure. Janine Alonso. Okay. Yes. Nice to meet you. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, they don't know how long I'm gonna be up in here. Nobody will give me a straight answer, so I decided I'd start streaming anyways, and just be in a hospital bed on a live stream. I curse a little bit too much for them to have me in a room with other people, so fortunately I have a room to myself, so that's kind of cool. Because I was, they were digging around in this infection, and I'm yelling, shit, on my father's balls, donkey piss, fuck. And I'm just like screaming, so they were like, all right, we got to get you your own room, buddy. Oh. I think I'm gonna be okay. It's just a matter of how long it's gonna be that I'm in here, because nobody will give me a straight answer. It was a pretty serious infection. I could have lost my hand. I could have died. You know. Um. So for now, I'm just kind of stuck up in here, pissing in jugs, and some of the food's not bad. I'll say that the food ain't bad for a hospital. Gotta keep this on the super low though, because they'll take it away from me, I think. I can walk. It's just I'm attached to all these machines, so I'm kind of like limited to how far I can go. Right now, I'm not on the IVs, but for most of the day, I'm attached to two different IVs, and then sometimes I got these things in my nose, and sometimes I got like a heart rate monitor that I got to carry around. So I'm kind of like limited in how much I can move around. How did I break my arm or get here or everywhere in your body? So something bit me on my hand, um, like right here, and it got super infected, and they had to operate on it and put me on these IV antibiotics. This is the longest I've ever been hospitalized. Actually, I think I've never even made it to like a room before. Usually they get me out of there pretty quick. But yeah, I can walk around and everything. I'm able to walk. It's just that I can't really go anywhere. Oh yeah, like I was saying, Milas. So I got bit. I think maybe it was a scorpion or something. Something bit me, and it got really infected. It was like intense, the pain. I remember I woke up in pain, and I remember, for lack of a better way of putting it, I just laid there for like 45 minutes just appreciating it, because it was such a like clean, it was like exquisitely painful. It was absolutely brutal. And then I came down here, and they were like, "Yeah, you could have lost your hand." I do not know what bit me. I was not awake when it happened, or something happened while I wasn't paying attention. I scuff myself up pretty regularly. I always have little cuts and marks on me just because the way I live. I'm always doing stuff with my hands. So I mean, it could have just been like some bacteria got in a cut, but I don't think that's what happened. It looked like maybe a scorpion or a spider got me, because it was my hand was it was like I was wearing one boxing glove. So yeah, I got really bad. I was like overheating and hyperventilating. Have they given you any kind of idea how long you'll be in? No, I keep asking them, and nobody will give me a straight answer. They'll come in, I'll ask them, and then a doctor will speak uninterrupted for 5 minutes and manage not to say anything or answer me about it. I understand they're trying to make sure that this infection doesn't come back or whatever, but nobody will give me a straight answer on how long I'm going to be in here. It's pretty frustrating, but I mean, I could have died, so I could have died or lost my hand, and so they're just trying to make sure that it doesn't come back. Hi, Leon Jones. So for now, this is where I'm posted up. Yeah, I'm also not like the easiest person to get along with. Sometimes I can fucking be mouthy or whatever. So like, one person came in here to dress the wound the other day, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I remember she just said "Nope," and then left. And then they didn't dress it till the next morning. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty glad that I got in pretty two dogs in. Pretty glad that it didn't get as bad as it could have. Apparently it like got walled off inside the hand, so it didn't spread too bad. There could have been like these red lines going down my forearm for the infection to spread, and like it could have gone to my heart or whatever. So like I got it right on time. But I've been in here for like maybe 4 or 5 days or something. I haven't really been paying attention. Mostly I've been asleep because they keep giving me these really hard drugs to deal with the pain. I'm trying to get them to like slowly taper me down on it, because like they were giving me morphine and dilaudid and oxycodone, and like I'm not really a opiate guy in the first place. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a drug guy for sure, but I don't particularly like downers, and I don't want to have these like horrendous withdrawals when they finally do cut me loose. Which is a serious risk. That's how a lot of people end up all fucked up on drugs, as they get some kind of injury or something bad happens to them. They get put on these painkillers, and then when they get out, they fucking can't get the ones that they were being given in the hospital, and then they start turning to street drugs just to get away from the withdrawals, because withdrawals can be absolutely devastating. It wants me to add a Q&A for what's your favorite summer activity, which would be a nice tone change. What's your favorite summer activity? Pissing in a jug at the hospital next to the university. That's my favorite summer activity. Got one of these. I know I'm not supposed to, but like they're gonna have to tear it from my hand if they want it. If they want it out of here, because I'm not eating any more nicotine gum. Just keep it under there next to my balls, so nobody can really see it. It's nice to have a room to myself. Um, that's definitely preferable to being in there. There was like an old guy right next to me when I first got in here, and they're like, "We're gonna get you in a private room because you won't stop cussing and you won't stop running your mouth. So we're gonna get you over here." But it is a little lonely. But in the meantime, I got these books. A friend of mine brought me Matthew McConaughey's autobiography, so I can read that to myself in his funny little voice. Wanted to sing so bad when I was in, mostly just stared at the wall. Yeah, it's that's been one of the worst parts. Is just like I'm like, can you just walk me outside and let me smoke a cigarette or something? But they just don't want the infection to spread, I guess. There's bacteria outside. But sneaking these in has been just. I just got these today, and they're gonna have to fist fight me if they want to get rid of them. Yeah, it's weird being in here. It's like I have a television and everything, but I have like no interest in watching it, and all I can think about is like when they come in and they do the thing. I'm like, don't wake me up unless you got to redress this wound, give me some drugs, perform some kind of thing, do vitals, or you want to tell me when I can get out of here. Yeah, it's all good, man. I appreciate you. And I got this guy that I made. But it's kind of hard to play because my hand. I got someone's gonna bring me a tripod, and that way I can pop this up and kind of be drawing blood the times a day. Yeah, they've been drawing blood a few times a day. I haven't really been paying attention. It's all been like a blur because mostly I've been asleep. Actually, I should probably stream more often because this kind of makes me feel like alert and like a person again right now. And I've only been doing it for like 15 minutes just now. Oh man, wish you a speedy recovery, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got bit by something and it got infected. Hello, Nelsie. And yeah, they had to perform some kind of operation on it. They might have to do another one, but for now, they just want to keep me in here on. I had two different kinds of antibiotics that they had me on that are apparently very, very strong. I cannot remember the name of them, but they had one on this arm and one on this arm because they weren't compatible. But I needed both. Yeah, I got bit by a spider or stung by a scorpion or a snake or something. I really don't know. I was asleep when it happened, I think. Or maybe I just got a cut that got some kind of bacteria in it. I wish I could tell you. Yeah, I figured 3 is what you meant. Was the only time I really got mean. Getting woke up and stabbed was pretty ass. Yeah, it's not fun. They like, but the lab needs it. They need to know how the infection's progressing because I had sepsis for a little bit, and I might still. I'm not even sure if I don't now. They're not really. They're kind of keeping me in the dark. Thank you. Yeah. Hello. Greetings, Ecuador. How I admire your seafood. Yeah, no, I'm kind of in the dark here, and every time someone comes in, I bitch at them and try to get them to tell me literally anything about how long I'm going to be in here, but they won't really fill me in. I guess they just don't want to get my hopes up or whatever. I don't even know if I'm technically allowed to be streaming in here, but I figure it's okay if it's just me on the screen and I'm not really like shooting other patients or anything else going on. I think it should be all right. I guess I could have looked it up before I started, but I just wanted to kind of get the wheels off the ground and start doing something. I don't know what this book is, but a friend brought me this. You're stronger than you think, and it's got an egg and a C clamp. I doubt it's a handyman's book, but I guess I've been surprised before. Dr. Les Parrott. I've got 2 different vapes in here. I'm not supposed to have either. One of them was strawberry kiwi. That was pretty good. That's one of the cheaper ones. And then somebody else brought me this one, Meta Night. I met a night once. Yeah, what are they going to do? Kick me out? They might try to take it from me. I got 2 of them. I'm not going to let them have it. So I'm in a room by myself. Like, I'm sure I can't be the first person that they've run into this with. You know, they probably come in and be like, hey, just keep that on the low. You know what I mean? They know I'm in here, and they probably have sympathy for the fact that I'm stuck in here for an extended period of time. The most condescending one was some lady. I was like bitching, and she was like, let me go get you something to make you feel a little better. Here, I brought you some pudding. Brought you a little bit of pudding. I almost fucking threw it in her face. And I know I'm coming off like an ingrate or whatever, but I'm pissed off, man. I've been stuck in this bed for like 5-6 days, and they won't even give it. Like, I could deal with, even if they told me it's like, you're gonna be in here for a year, you know, I could deal with that. But they're not telling me that. I wish they would tell me how long, because I just like, I gotta clear my schedule for however long, and they're not giving me any idea when I get to go home. Just keep bringing me stool softeners and pudding like it's supposed to cheer me up. And it hurts. This shit hurts a lot. I'm trying not to fucking ask for painkillers every time that it hurts because I don't want to be in a situation when I get out. Oh, it's like nauseating. Yeah. Yeah, I've only had a couple visitors. They've been cool. Visitors have been nice. There's been like 3 people come to visit me, and then like 12 people in the comments on my Facebook, like virtue signaling, like, "Oh, we'll come down. We'll bring a whole thing." It's like, okay, you're just trying to look like a good person. Go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding. Maybe they'll come. Maybe they'll come. I'm coming off like an ingrate in all places right now because I'm just in a shitty situation. I recognize that. I have an attitude problem right now. I will be the first to admit that. Matthew McConaughey's book. How about that? The only thing I ever knew I wanted to be, and family. This is not a traditional memoir. Yes, I tell stories from the past, but I have no interest in nostalgia, sentimentality, or the retirement most memoirs require. This is not an advice book either. Although I like preachers, I'm not here to preach and tell you what to do. I'm not going to read the whole thing in his voice, although I could, and I'd probably get a good stream out of it. I'd probably get a lot of viewers. But 1, I don't have a good McConaughey voice. I don't do impressions well in general. And 2, is probably some kind of copyright thing. I would hate to mock someone who is being earnest in their attempts to say something profound. Who am I kidding? I don't give a fuck if you're trying to sound profound, you fucking redneck. But we brought you some pudding. Pudding? A lot of television in here. It's just like being in a rehab. If you go to a hotel or you go to rehab, you got South Park on deck all day. South Park and true crime. You got a lot of murder, porn, all that shit. And it's interesting watching like cable television again because you get so used to watching television from like the internet, and they have these advertisements that are specifically directed towards you. You know what I mean? They have like targeted ads. But then when you watch television, like the advertisements are just like this scatter shot. It's just like, oh, these are advertisements for the general public, and you're like, oh, you want to refinance a home? Oh, I had no idea that many Boy Scouts were molested. Here's a lawyer for a car accident. And you're just like trying to hit whatever. God damn, I'm getting fat. That's all right. So what's everybody doing? Good God, blessed hands. Thank you. Michael Curtis 3126. So what else we got over here? I got some fruit. You guys want to watch me eat some fruit? This is content. We're doing content right now. You guys can watch me eat fruit. I'm already coming into streaming with just a jaded mentality. Like there's not a single streamer I have any interest in watching. It wants me to Q&A. What's a simple pleasure that you've always appreciated? I got one. How about some pudding? The food has not been bad. The food has been not outstanding, but not bad. They had beef tips the other night that were pretty good. I guess I may as well stream my entire fucking stay here, huh? I ain't got nothing else going on. Y'all can watch me piss into a jug. $20.26. I ain't seen the sun in like 3 or 4 days. I think I accidentally left the blinds open the other night. Yeah. Left the blinds open the other night while I pissed into a jug, and somebody who was like sitting at their computer was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" Enjoy the show. Hit like and subscribe if you want to watch me piss into a jug. Oh wow, that watermelon was trash. I wish they would tell me anything about how long I'm going to be up in here, man. Whew. I'm just buck naked right now. One of these days I'm gonna have to pee. Oh man, you believe any of this shit? I mean, shit. It's like, what the shit, you know? It's like, holy shit, son of a shit, you know? It's like, holy fuck, man. It's like, what the shit, you know? You guys want to see what my balls look like from over here? What about over here? #1 New York Times best-selling author Matthew McConaughey. When do you think Rick and Morty became like the poster children for crackheads and heroin addicts and shit? They're on every kind of fucking meth pipe out there. Oh. Anyways, I gotta go use the restroom, so I'm gonna hop off, but I'll hop back on here in a little while. I love you guys. Stay safe. Remember, everything in the desert's trying to kill you.